Now we are making vertical profit and loss account. Now remember, vertical profit and loss account includes trading account and profit and loss account all. Okay, in the books of, what is the name of the company in the books of? There has to be someone who has to continuously say Well Balanced Limited. That is the name of the company given in the question. Well Balanced Limited. This is the name of the company. Okay, the first thing that we are going to write is about gross sales. Now, could you tell me what is the gross sales amount that we have? Gross sales means all sort of sales which are done on cash as well as on credit basis. Do we have anything on cash basis? Yes. What is the amount? Please tell me. It is 5,20,000. Am I correct? It is 5,20,000. And what is the amount of credit sales? Please tell me. Look at the question and tell me what is the amount of credit sales.
15 lakhs.
Okay, it is 15 lakhs. All right. Now, what is the total of this two?
2,20,000.
Okay, 2,20,000 is the total. So can I say that
Sir,
this?
can I ask you one thing? 15 plus 5 20 होता है, sir. So it will be 20,20,000.
Yes, 20,20,000. See, you are so smart. क्योंकि 15 plus 5 तो 20 होता है. Definitely, it is not 2 lakh. It is 20 lakh. Great. So it is 20,20,000. What exactly it is? This 20,20,000.
Sir, there are some students in the waiting room. They are texting you on the group.
Arey, why they are in the waiting room? Chalo, let's focus once again. So, and keep correcting me with the figures. The reason is that I'm getting diverted because of some or the other reason. Now we have 5,20,000, we have 50 lakhs, so it is 20,20,000. That is the total amount of your gross sales. Now, after coming to the gross sales, which is the total amount, what next as per the format that we need to do? We need to reduce what?
Returns and allowances.
Yes.
Sir, returns and allowances.
Returns and allowances. Now you might think, so there is no allowances. It's only a term that they are using. However, they have given a number. What is the amount that they have given for return and allowances? 20,000. Am I correct? They have given 20,000 as the amount. Now,
Yes.
the thing is, we have to reduce this return and allowances. We have to reduce, means we have to do less. So, let me just put it in bracket. And after doing so, what exactly we are going to get?
20 lakhs.
Yes, we are going to get 20 lakhs. This 20 lakhs is nothing but
Net sales.
yes, net sales. Known as net sales. How do we get this net sales? Gross sales minus returns and allowances. Let me just bold it. That is how we have to represent. Okay, so let me also put this line. Gross sales total is 20 lakh 20,000. Then we have allowances, and then the amount we have written at the last column, that is net sales. Net sales is how much? 20 lakh. What next? The next part is the part that we have to do less, that is cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Now, what are the things that we will include in cost of goods sold?
Opening stock.
The first thing is, as per the question, it is opening stock of raw material, right? So we are going to write the first thing here is opening stock. Now it is raw material. What if it is opening stock of finished good, opening stock of work in progress? It's fine. It's an opening stock. The next thing is, what else? Purchases. Purchases is also a part of your cost of goods sold. Then wages. Then factory expenses. They all are part of what? They all are part of cost of goods sold. But what is the amount? See, remember one thing. Here the opening stock given is 7 lakhs. Purchases given is 9 lakhs. Wages given 1,50,000. Factory expenses given 3,50,000. From where did I get this figure? From the question itself. And there's nothing there for cost of goods sold except closing stock. But closing stock would be reduced from cost of goods sold, means what is the amount of closing stock? It is 6 lakhs. Are you all with me so far?
Yes, sir.
See, generally, the total of closing stock, whatsoever would be the total of closing stock, it has to be reduced. From whom? It has to be reduced from the net sales. But before you do so, remember this important fact. The important fact is that from closing stock itself, you have, from cost of goods sold itself, you have to reduce the closing stock. Cost of goods sold includes all sort of expenses. Closing stock is not an expenses. So we have to reduce closing stock from cost of goods sold in order to get the actual amount of cost of goods sold. Now, what could be the actual amount? Just use your calculator and tell me the total.
15 lakhs.
That's correct. It's 15 lakhs. Okay. Now,
सर
this
आफ्टर डिड भी 6 लाख हम लोग ने माइनस किया उसके बाद 15 लाख आया ना.
yes, yes.
ओके थैंक यू सर.
15 lakh कैसे आया? 7 lakh plus 9 lakh, then plus 1 lakh 50,000 plus 3 lakh 50,000 minus 6 lakh. Why we are reducing 6 lakhs from cost of goods sold? Because closing stock is not a part of cost of goods sold. Though we show it in cost of goods sold, but it is not an expense. So what do I mean? It means you have to reduce it from cost of goods sold. Okay. So what is the total of cost of goods sold? The total of cost of goods sold is 15 lakh. Let me just give one color for cost of goods sold so that you may identify what exactly it is. This is nothing but cost of goods sold that you could see. Now you have to reduce cost of goods sold from net sales in order to reach what? In order to reach to, please say as per the format, the fifth point is gross profit or else gross loss. Can you tell me, is it profit or loss? 20 lakh में से 15 lakh minus कर दोगे, is it profit or loss? Profit. लेकिन 20 lakh में से अगर 21 lakh minus करना होता, then you would have, your calculator would have given you the answer. That is minus 1 lakh, which is loss. Here, what exactly we are getting? We are getting profit. That is gross profit of 5 lakh. Are you all with me? Please say me yes, no, something. Gross profit. How do you get this gross profit? Net sales में से, that is point number 3 में से minus करो point number 4. That is how you get your gross profit. Please reply so that I can move forward. No one is replying. What happened to everyone?
Right, sir, right. That's how we
Right.
get it.
Okay, fine. Sure. So far, I'm presuming that we are clear. Now, there are certain things that we have to reduce from gross profit. What are those certain things? Basically, I'm talking about operating expenses. We have to reduce operating expenses. What we have to do, we have to do less. What we have to do less? Operating expenses. Now, while doing less of operating expenses, we must know that operating expenses are divided into 3 broad categories. One is administration expenses. Then next is, I will just leave 5 lines. Next is selling expenses. And the third one is finance expenses. Okay, just to give you all gist, what do you include in administration expenses? All expenses which is related to office, that will be a part of administrative expenses. Example, office salaries, office rent, electricity, insurance, or any asset which has been used for the office. The depreciation of that office asset would be a part of administration expenses. Now, what is selling expenses? Selling expenses would include all sort of expenses which have been done for selling purpose. It means for selling purpose. When I say for selling purpose, it may include salaries given to salesperson, depreciation on those assets which have been used for delivery of products, that is delivery van, traveling related to sales. Okay, that will become a part of your selling expenses. Apart from this, you can say rent of a showroom, lighting for showroom, exhibition or trade fairs. Those are related to sales. Now then, what exactly finance expenses would include? Well, finance related expenses would include expenses which are related with your business, connected with your business, but the thing is that it is more connected with the finance of your business. Now, which type of finance? This finance would be closely related with the admin of selling. Example, when you open a bank account, with a saving account or a current account, whatsoever account, it includes certain bank charges. of course, that bank account was utilized for administration purpose. That account maybe also used for selling purpose. For purchasing and selling. When you sell goods, you need an account wherein the customer will pay and it will come to your account. But that bank account or bank charge or bank commission or expenses related to that bank charges would be a part of finance expenses. Okay, that is why it is not operating expenses, but it falls under finance. Next is cash discount. Generally, when you give a discount, okay, related to sales, then it should be a part of selling expenses. But as I would have said you earlier, that it involves cash. Any discount, whether it is cash discount, okay, would be a part of your financial expenses. Apart from this, bad debt. Of course, debts have been incurred. Okay, the debts have been incurred for selling purpose. Now, if the debts have been incurred for selling purpose, remember, for selling purpose, that is normal bad debts would be a part of selling expenses. But if it is not normal, if it is abnormal bad debt, because it involves money, then it would be finance expenses. So these are certain things which falls under operating. This three together makes up to operating expenses. Let us see what do we have in terms of operating expenses in the sum. Now look at the sum. Some states, some
Sir?
talks about yes. What happened?
सॉरी फॉर डिस्टर्बिंग, लेकिन आपका आवाज ना बड़ा कट कट के आ रहा है और गूंज रहा है पूरा.
सर सर थोड़े स्टूडेंट्स वेटिंग एरिया में भी है, खाली ले लो ना अंदर.
All right. No worries. I think so. I'm recording this session. अगर ये गूंज रहा है तो फिर गूंजते गूंजते आपको YouTube videos इसका मिल जाएगा. Be able to see as well as understand what I said. But let me just tell you. Now coming to the question. Look at the question. Can you see the question? Please keep the question in mind. Office salary fee cover है. Then office rent, postage and telegram, director fees, salesman salary, advertisement, delivery expenses, debenture interest, then depreciation on office furniture, plant, and delivery van. Okay, this all are assumed to be a part of, and then law from sales of rent, and then income tax. These all are expenses. Now, this expenses, some expenses are operating expenses. Some of expenses are non-operating expenses. If they are non-operating expenses, let them be non-operating expenses. But when I say about office salary, office salary is how much? 25,000. Look at the question, it's given in the question. Please, all to look at the question. Then, apart from office salary, we have office rent. Again, look at the question. Office rent is how much? Office rent is 39,000 given in the question. Then, what else we have? Apart from office rent, we have postage and telegram. Postage and telegram. Postage and telegram, how much? Postage and telegram is 5,000. Now, what about director's fee? Where exactly does directors sit? They sit in the office. So I will write, or we will write, director fees. If they have written fee, that is how much? 6,000. Whatsoever it is, we write here. So this all is a part of what? This all becomes a part of your administrative expenses. Okay. So if we see These are the administrative expenses. But are we done? Look at the advertisement. Now we have salesman salary. Salesman salary will become a part of selling expense. Salesman salaries, which is how much? 12,000 rupees. Then we have, apart from salesman salary, we have advertisement. Advertisement. Okay, they have written not advertisement, they have written advertising. So whatsoever they have written, we have to write the way they have written. If they are writing advertisement, we will write advertisement. If they are writing advertising, we will write advertising. Then delivery van. Okay, delivery van includes delivery expenses. They are writing delivery expenses. What is the amount of delivery expenses? The amount of delivery expenses is 20,000. Okay, now the next thing is debenture interest. Now, debenture interest is not a part of administrative expenses. Okay, now where exactly debenture interest will? It is an expensive. Is it? It is an expenses that they have written, but it is definitely not a part of operating expenses. Since it is not a part of operating expenses, it will not write here. Then what kind of expenses are they? Where exactly we will write debenture? If you remember the format, look at the format. Debenture. When we are paying debenture, it means debenture interest. We are paying interest. There is a separate column which is meant for interest. In the format, we have a separate heading in the name of interest, and this interest on debentures or bonds or interest on loan, interest on public deposit will fall under interest. Here we have only one, that is debenture interest. Keep it in your mind कि debenture interest हमने मतलब किया नहीं है. इसको कहीं हमने पूछ नहीं किया है. Now depreciation on office furniture is 10,000. So there is no space. It may look like, but I can create space. Okay, so we have depreciation. All right, depreciation on office furniture. Depreciation on office furniture. How much? 10,000. Given in the question. Just posting or putting the amount here. Okay. What next? What next? The next is depreciation on plant. Okay, if I'm talking about depreciation on plant, it means it is a part of cost of goods sold, isn't it? It means when I see my cost of goods sold, I should have included, I haven't included. Why did I include this earlier? Depreciation. They have given a bifurcation. If they have given a bifurcation, that is depreciation, then I have to write depreciation. What is the amount of depreciation? Depreciation on plant. The amount of depreciation on plant is 30,000. Remember, during your examination, you will not be able to rub or cut because it will disturb your format. So, not to do a total until and unless you complete your sum. The next thing, always keep some space. See, it's an Excel sheet that I'm working on. I can easily make any changes that I want. I can easily insert things the way I want, but it would not be possible for you. So this is what you need to take care of during your examination. Make sure during your examination you keep space between the format. Don't think about wasting page. It's not a wasting page, it's utilization of your brain. Okay. Now, if there is a depreciation on blank, this is something that I did purposely so that it will not disturb. Those who were writing, it will disturb their calculation. But you have to remember this very carefully while solving the sum in the examination. If you have not kept any space for any unwanted adjustments, then in that case, you are keeping a space for your error. Not to keep a space for error, keep a space so that you can adjust the entries. Now it will change the amount. Now your amount will become 5,30,000. The cost of goods sold would be 5,30,000. I hope so you understood how did I get 5,30,000. Now we have to reduce this 5,30,000 from 20 lakh, which will give us 4,70,000. Moving to cost of goods sold. Here, what is the total of administrative expenses? The total of administrative expenses is 85,000. Use your calculator. Use your calculator and see what exactly you are getting. You will get 85,000. Now, for selling related expenses, use your calculator and check what you are getting for selling related expenses. For selling related expenses, now you do not need to worry. There is no further adjustment or space that you have to create. The total of selling related expenses would be 50,000. Now, what is the total of A, B, and C? There is nothing in terms of financial expenses. So if there's nothing, so keep it blank or else write nil. The total of all these three, okay, will give us how much? 1,35,000. 1,35,000. But this 1,35,000 is total of operating expenses, and this operating expenses has to be reduced from gross profit. After reducing operating expenses from the gross profit, what do we get generally? We get point number 7, that is operating profit before interest. Do we have interest? Yes, we do have interest, by the way. Now, first of all, calculate operating profit before interest. While calculating operating profit before interest, you will get 3,35,000. This is the amount that you will get. Are you all with me? Please say me yes, no, maybe. Are you all there? 50, a bunch of 50 students, including me. Are you all here till operating profit before interest? Have we missed out anything?
No, sir.
Then in that case, let me just tell you that we are including administrative expenses. We went up and we included a depreciation on plant. And what about the depreciation on delivery van? Depreciation on delivery van is a part of selling expenses, isn't it? So we have to write depreciation on delivery van. Are you all with me? What is the amount? Question. Look at the question. Depreciation on delivery van is equivalent to 20,000 given in the question. It's given in the question. Depreciation on delivery van. So it means it will increase by another 20,000, which will be 70,000. If you miss out one single entry, you will miss out the actual amount and it will lead to miscalculations. So it will become 1,55,000, the total of operating expenses. And this will make my operating income as 3,15,000. Now there is no change. This is the actual profit, operating profit before interest. If you have any questions so far, please stop me now, then and there. Depreciation was given for three different purposes. One is for office, one was for selling, and the other one was for factory. And after adjusting this amount of depreciation, the operating profit before interest will come up to 3,15,000. Now there is hardly any entry left. If you could check, what are the entries left? One is depreciation, debenture interest. Debenture interest is left. The loss on sales of van is left. Income tax is left. Third entry, and the fourth entry is profit on sales of furniture. Four entries. Dividend on investment. 5 entries are left. And once we complete this 5 entries, then we are done. So let us quickly move.
सर
Yes.
सर लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ वैन कहाँ पर आएगा? नहीं वो नहीं सर, उसके बाद भी है लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ वैन 5,000 का.
These are the 4 entries. See, debenture interest is left, loss on sales of van is left, income tax is left, then dividend on investment is left, and profit on sales of furniture. These are the 5 entries which are left. Okay, so let us see where exactly this all will fall. Now, when I talk about debenture interest, it becomes a part of interest. So, सीधा लिख दो, it's a part of interest. Wherein the 8th heading is interest, which is reduced from operating profit. Operating profit से हम reduce करते हैं, किसे हम reduce करते हैं operating profit से? We reduce debenture interest. Okay, but the heading is interest. Under interest, there is only one element, which is debenture interest. क्योंकि एक ही है, आप लोग डायरेक्ट भी लिख सकते थे, but it's fine. Debenture interest is how much? 20,000. Good. So we will write 20,000. और कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. So after reducing it, what do we get? We get point number 9. That's for point number 9. It is operating profits after interest. Operating profit after interest. The operating profit after interest कैसे मिलेगा मुझे? जैसे operating profit before interest कैसे मिला था? 5 minus 6 करके the operating profit after interest कैसे मिलेगा? 7 minus 8. What is 7 minus 8? Here 7 is operating income, operating profit before interest minus interest. We will get operating profit after interest. That is what it is. So अगर हम लोग इस minus करेंगे, what exactly we are going to get? If you want to minus, then we need to show it the minus sign. Sign, what is the amount? 2,95,000. This is the amount. This is operating profits after interest, that is 2,95,000. All right, I would like to stop myself now. The reason is I will quickly take your attendance and I will update the attendance portal. Please post a message in the official group. Param, Param,
Yes sir.
स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो
हाँ सर.
स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो और मुझे सेंड कर दो ठीक है I will request everyone to leave the meeting after 2 minutes. Once you are done, let me know. और
हो गया
बचा है
सर.
हो गया स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया ओके
हाँ.
ग्रेट सिर्फ एब्सेंट रोल नंबर्स मुझे दे देना मतलब ये चेक करने के बाद ना आज के एब्सेंट रोल नंबर्स हार्डली 10 लोग एब्सेंट होंगे 10-15 लोग एब्सेंट होंगे ओके और ग्रुप में एक मैसेज आया है देखो कोई एक बच्चा है जो शी और ही इज टेलिंग कि सर प्लीज पुट मी चलो that's it I'm ending the session now thank you for attending the session bye for now
Sir, can you send this solution?
yes I will I will certainly send the recording as well as the solution that I have done.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.